Hello, and thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Michael Tellerino, CEO and founder of K9 for Veterans. We're here tonight with Lori from Nova Quarter Horses in Mokena, Illinois. Lori, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what Nova Quarter Horses is all about?
Well, I am Lori Ebling, and our facility is located in Mokena, and we currently give riding lessons to the public, group, individual. We hold parties, special events, and we are there with probably one of the best group of horses in the Chicagoland area.
Lori, tell us about how did you get into this with the horses?
Well, when I was young, back in Hickory Hills many years ago,
yeah.
on Keene Avenue, I started, and someone took a chance on me, and by the time I was 14, I was working and started my career there, and then eventually bought my own facility, and then outgrew that in Frankfurt within 3 years, and then started the new place in Mokena.
How long have you been in Mokena?
24 years.
Okay, when I first talked to you, we were talking about veterans with PTSD.
Correct.
And we have a mutual friend that's actually involved, John.
Yes.
Actually involved in one of your classes and
Correct.
stuff. And he was telling us that you're developing a program for veterans that have PTSD. Tell us a little bit more about how this program is going to work and how it's going to affect our veterans.
Okay, so every person has their own PTSD, so
Right.
we want to create a program for each individual person. So sharing the knowledge and the courage and the vision, Nova will work together with you and our horses to forge a new path. And the horses have been healing people for many years, as you know that.
Yeah.
They're spiritual animals, and when someone grooms one, they hear their heartbeat, they hear them breathe, they're connecting with the greater power.
I know myself, when I get stressed out, I have horses, and I have them in the past almost most of my life. I know it was a form of therapy for me just to go out to the barn, brush them, groom them, and just, cleaning the stall was
Therapy, yeah.
therapy for me.
Correct.
So tell us about how it's going to work with the veterans. What's it going to actually do for a veteran or anybody with PTSD? How
Well,
the therapy is going to affect them?
I think it's going to help our veteran get back in touch with a living being, which will help them reconnect with family, spouse, society. We have therapeutic riding, which would help their core. That's what John is doing, his self-esteem, his anxiety. And then we also have the psychotherapy, the equine assisted psychotherapy, where I have a therapist.
work?
Yeah, I have a therapist, and that's certified, and we work in an arena, and they're not riding. There are horses in an arena, and we tell their story through the horses. So the horses are their story, and so they're not riding them, and the therapist is certified in there, and we come every week, and they work through obstacles, and they work through some of their issues.
So
to
it's
them.
basically a confidence builder as well.
Yes.
It
very
puts
much
them in
so.
touch with the animal and
Yes.
teaches them what coordination. I was looking at it also reduces the stress level of these veterans.
Definitely, yes.
Tremendously.
Yes.
I know the common effect that our service dogs have with veterans. I know when they're experiencing anxiety, their service dog will just bring them back to a relaxed frame of mind, and it's just a calming effect that they have on them. So I can imagine, a 1,200-pound horse. I mean,
Right.
are people afraid? I mean, novice people, are they afraid of the animal being so large?
Some you would think so,
Yeah.
but from my experience working with this new program, the horses are calming. They come in there, and I've had children and adults that have never seen a horse, and they're out there touching them without a halter on, with
Wow.
nothing, picking their feet up, walking around with them, making them do things that I would never think an experienced rider could handle.
That's
And
amazing. Really?
their confidence level is amazing. And the horses also can help or can tell when they're having anxiety. Also,
That's-
so it's a opening. I mean, there's a lot of
There's a
avenues we could
trust
go.
issue involved,
yes,
too?
Yes, and I have a great group of horses.
Do you?
I have 30 of them, and every one of them is trustworthy
So-
to ride and to be around.
That's
Yeah.
unbelievable. So, in other words, it's another form of therapy as a service dog would be, but just a larger animal.
Correct. And again, if you need to have the therapist, or you just want to be on the horse yourself and just come out there, come brush one. Like you said, cleaning a stall was your therapy.
That's therapy
Yeah,
for me.
Yeah.
I love it.
Some people might not
I really
think
do.
so, but you know, they can still come out and clean my stalls.
All right, I know. When do you anticipate having this program together for veterans? Or
Well,
for anybody?
we're ready to go, and
Oh,
that's
yeah?
what we were hoping, that maybe you and I and the veterans could have a open house, maybe come
That would
spring,
work.
and let the families and friends come out, see the horses, maybe do a little demonstrations,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. They can bring their dogs, they can come on over. We're located on 10 acres, so you know, there's a lot of land there for people to enjoy, and we can maybe put something together to get
Yeah, well, I think
everyone
that'd be a
back.
great idea. I know John is a huge advocate of your
Yes.
program. He nonstop talks about it.
Correct.
He really does. So
Yeah.
I could see the difference just in John that it's made with him. So I can assume that it's going to have the same effect on our veterans.
I
you
think
know.
so too.
I mean, it's just
And John's taking it to the next level. He's going to start showing horses. So we do, our American Quarter Horse Association does have Heroes for Horses,
Mm-hmm.
and that is a whole program where they're showing horses. So now, not all vets are going to want to do that,
Right.
but there's another level they can take this to and compete, and it's very heartwarming.
So it's a total program then.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely is.
That's
And
amazing.
I'm hoping as I get more certified into the different areas that we can open more doors. I think it's the sky's the limit when it comes to this.
You know, like I said, just to have this available to the veterans is huge. It
Yes,
really
I
is.
agree.
Just another avenue for them to get some confidence built up and some an outlet for them.
Outlet,
You know what I
yes.
mean? Because it really, I know what this, again, I'm repeating myself, but these service dogs have such an impact on them. I'm hoping that these horses, and I know the impact that it has on me, would have the same impact on them.
Right, and it's been doing it for years. I mean, it doesn't have to be a vet. It could be. I've been doing it with
Well, I was
families
gonna ask you
with
that.
children of a divorce, or of
there
a
any
housewife having problems.
Any
you know.
age levels involved?
No, I
there?
started them as
You know?
young as 5
Really?
with the horses. As far as the therapy goes, you know, that would be up to my therapist for the psychotherapy. But as far as riding, they have to be 5.
Okay.
And then with John, we
Tell us
do it
about
a
your-
one-on-one, and we do private lessons. I do group. So it just, like I said, we meet with the person, and we would tailor a appropriate program for
Right.
each individual person.
Tell us about your therapist. A little background on her.
Kathleen Carlson is her name, and she is certified in EGALIA, which is our newest program, and she's been in the business for over 30 years. She's located in Mokina.
Right. I met
And
with her. She's
yes,
very
yes,
nice.
yeah, and she's running that, and she has worked with vets. She's certified in trauma and several other things she was telling you about. But again, this is all new to us,
Right.
and we're hoping that we can open up some new doors for everyone.
What about bringing service dogs to the?
To our facility?
Yeah.
Have no problem with that.
No?
No, not at all. And the horses don't have a problem with it.
Really?
Actually, John is trying to get something passed with AQHA
I
to
know.
have his
He's on the
dog
phone with me today about it.
being in the show arena with him while he's doing certain events,
And
not
let the
riding.
show halter.
Correct,
And they
yes.
said they wouldn't let him do it because they don't let the dogs in the arena with the horses.
Correct. Because those horses are a little more high strung,
Mm-hmm.
but there are certain classes that he would be the first handler to have a dog in there. So he's very
Go, John.
excited about that, having that
Go,
dog
John.
in there with them. Yep.
Oh, John.
Yeah.
Other than therapy, what other emotional impacts does it have on our veterans or anyone? I mean, what else is it good for? These classes?
Besides building the strength and of the core of the rider, I have some, that have some physical issues, and it's helping their physical needs as well as their personal. But I just think as far as the confidence I have volunteering, I mean, I don't know what more I could say about as far as what else the horse is doing as far as building their confidence. And if you're talking about riding, it's strengthening the bodies, you know. And then and other riders are taking it to the next level. They can do other things with the horses.
I've heard about therapeutic riding for years now, but I guess I never knew what it really consisted of. And knowing what I know now and working with the veterans, it seems like it's almost a natural fit for them.
It would be, I think it is, and there's different types of therapeutic riding. Mine is not where you're going to have a handler and someone's walking with them. I am teaching the person to ride and control the animal, and they're moving, and they're not moving at a slow pace since you're a rider. They're trotting, they're loping. I would tailor the needs to the rider, but they are going to be riding a horse and controlling it, and the pleasure of getting that, I think, is enough there.
I think that would have an impact on the veteran by
That's all.
itself.
Right,
Just
they're going to get on a horse and do things that they never done before.
Exactly.
And that's, for me, it's still fun to do and enjoy.
You know, it's basically the same thing as with the service dog. When you see that bond between the dog and the veteran, it's like, wow.
And the horses are that way too.
Exactly.
They'll nicker to them when they come in. They bring them a treat. If they get a routine, that horse will start talking to them and doing things, and that there. But just, I think, being able to get on and walk, trot, and lope down the forest, it will be a great thing.
It's a great
and then
place
you've
to
been
start.
taking it to a higher level of competing.
Well, if any of our callers would like to call in and have a question for Lori, please give us a call. I'm sure Lori would like to answer your questions. Lori, tell us some more about yourself. How long?
So I've been doing it for over 35 years, and I've got two beautiful daughters that help me at the facility, and we have branched out so much. We are doing all the holiday, mommy and me. I'm trying to bring family together again. You know, technology is out there. Everyone's, on their phones doing things. We even have a self-confidence clinic we're having with Kathleen Carlson. And because I'm noticing kids aren't communicating anymore.
They're too busy on those cell phones.
Right. Yep. So we're having a workshop.
Guilty.
Yeah, we have a workshop for the kids so that they can interact with one another again.
Right.
And so that clinic is in February at our facility. And then we also, I have mommy and me, daddy and me. I'm trying to just bring families back together with the horses. Our four-legged friends are great guys to have out there. And weddings, bachelorette parties. I've had it all at the place. Corporate parties.
That's awesome.
And then we do team building and things like that.
So what we need to do is get a group of veterans to come out to your facility, let them see what their program is about, introduce them to the horses, and
then
I'm sure it's not going to be for everyone.
Correct. You're right.
You know what I mean? I'm
Some
sure it
might
won't
not
be
want
for
to be
everyone.
there.
But I'm sure it's going to be, I just have a belief in the program that I think is going to be a natural for a lot of our veterans.
I agree too.
You know, because I see the bonding, like I said, that they do with the service dogs.
Correct.
And it's just an amazing gift and stuff. And to be able to have these huge horses.
Have them lead one around instead of a dog or something like that.
Talk about a
It's
confidence
amazing.
builder.
Yeah.
That would be it, right?
That definitely
That would
is.
be
You're
it.
right.
So, and at this time, I'd like to just take a short pause and mention
Okay.
about Canine for Veterans. Canine for Veterans, we're having a dedication of service dogs on April 14th. You can go to our website, which I'm going to flash on the screen. It's caninesd.org. Go to our website. You can learn more about it. It's where we're going to be providing we're going to be dedicating 4 service dogs to our veterans. They're going to get to take them home that night. So, it's a great way to honor our veterans, and there won't be a dry eye on the house. So please go to our website, check it out, and learn more about it and stuff. Laura, do you have any events coming up at your place?
We have our that workshop for the kids, and then we're going to on February 3rd, which is a confidence building clinic. And then I do have a horse show, and John will be in it. And I do have other riders with disabilities that would be therapeutic riding classes that are going to be offered, and that is March 23rd, 4th, and 5th.
Why don't
Of
you
this
give
year?
us your phone number?
Yeah, we are located in Mokina, and our phone number is 708-479-3696. And you can call our office at any time. Everything is private. If you want to talk to us about what you might have or need, and we will tailor a special program for your needs.
That's really, I think it's just.
I'm looking forward to it, yeah.
Yeah, I know,
hope we
like
have-
I said, John was just over the top on this program. He's
Yes.
been in my ear ever
I know.
since. Saying,
You
you
just-
gotta talk to Lori about this program and stuff.
Good.
So we're gonna really go ahead and do something with this. I think it'd be a huge benefit to our veterans. and
I
stuff.
agree.
And, you know, it's just an amazing gift that these animals can give back to our veterans.
Correct.
You know, and
Yeah.
they need the help. I mean, these guys, they come home and it's like, it's that old saying, it's a wound that they can, oh, we have a caller. Go ahead, put the caller through. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Who's calling?
yeah, hello, this is Carol, and I had a question for your guest, Lori.
Yes, go ahead.
I wondered
Carol.
If she could tell, hello. Thanks for taking my call. I wondered if Lori could tell us a little bit about her experience with horses. Does she ride or anything along those lines?
Oh, yes. I've been, as I said before, I've been in the horse industry for 30 years. I break and train horses, and I teach
Tough
about
lady.
I teach about 300 students a week at our facility. And we have about 40 boarders, 70 stalls, and we sell horses and do a lot of things with these kids and adults.
Do you cater to the needs, for example, of groups or family reunions?
Oh, yes. As I said before, we can create whatever event you would like to have at the facility. We have a observation room where we have parties, and it's separate from the horses, so it's clean. It's newly decorated, and then the arena is there where you can watch your friends and family ride horses. We have birthday parties, corporate parties, and team building. Pretty much anything. I've had weddings, bachelorette. It's we've been doing a lot of different things.
Thank you for calling. So, Laurie, tell me how you really think this is going to fit together with Canine and Nova Quarter horses. How do you see this working?
Well, being going on the website and seeing out west how many people are offering this. I don't know if you've been on,
No, I haven't.
but out New Mexico, Arizona, their programs are huge, and there's no one out in this area or in the Chicagoland or hardly Midwest doing a lot for the veterans, and
No.
we are being in this path and Egalia and all the other programs out there. People are being trained and to introduce horses to them, and I'm hoping that this could take off. And because I have over 30 horses that I could help people with,
They're
I'm
all
offering.
qualified to work with the veterans.
Yes,
and
they
they're
are.
Great, nice,
They're
gentle horses.
gentle. I mean, I put 4-year-olds on them, but 5-year-olds I'm supposed, start. But so they're gentle horses, yes. And I would love to see any other people reach out to me if they need it too.
Yeah.
So the other groups. I mean, I'm hoping that your group is going to come out and
what
visit.
about autism?
Have a lot of that too.
Do
Yes, yeah. And a lot of our riders, my parents might not tell us, and we're dealing with it. We're putting the child or on the horse, and I don't know there's a problem. I don't know what I'm not told. And I'm giving kids riding lessons, and the horses are calming to them, and the parents are seeing a difference. And then later they might approach and tell me maybe their kid maybe has a sensory issue or something like that. But in the beginning, they don't confront me, or we have a private meeting, and it's working out wonderful for them.
That's great.
I wish more people would reach out, actually.
That's
and
amazing
talk to me about
that
it.
it has that effect that it has on these not only kids, but I'm sure it's going to have the same impact on our veterans.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Like I said, it's just an amazing gift that these animals provide our veterans and people in general.
We have another call.
Oh. Go ahead, caller.
Hi, Lori. How are you?
I'm great.
I'm just calling to say that I think what you're doing is fantastic.
Well,
you.
thank you very much. I hope you come out and see me in our facility if you haven't been there already.
I actually have been there before. My name is Mark, and I live in Palos Heights.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Mark, great.
Well, thanks again, and keep up the good work.
Thank you so much, Mark, for
Thank-
calling
thanks
in.
for calling in, Mark. Thank you. You know, so I guess you just need to get the word out there
Yeah.
that it's available.
Yes,
And I
we do.
think that's the hardest part with anything we do.
Right, right.
You know, even with the service dogs, getting the word out to these veterans that there is a program for them, for the service dogs, because the VA's not gonna tell them, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's the best kept secret in the world with the VA.
That's what you said.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And are they, will insurance pay for this, for the dogs that help out?
No,
No,
not at all.
nothing.
VA doesn't pay
Pay
for
for
it.
VA,
No, not at all. This is all publicly funded for our veterans and stuff. And it's just, you know, when I see the difference that these service dogs or any animal makes,
Right.
you know, I know myself with Greta when
She's down here. Yeah.
she has that calming effect on me, and it's just you know, just knowing she's there with me. But she's with me 24/7.
Right, right.
You know, if I turn around and I don't see her, I think there's something wrong.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
It's a little hard with a horse.
Right, I understand. But we can, like I said, John's there once a week. The average person comes out weekly if, and we can, you know, work, schedule out, tailor the budget, whatever we might have to do to make it work for someone to
So-
be happy and meet with these
We just need
four-legged
to
friends.
put together a group
Group
of
of
veterans.
friends, yeah.
And I'm curious to see the impact that would have on them.
Yes, I am too.
I know it would have an impact on them, but I'm curious to see just how much of an impact that it would actually have on them.
Correct.
Because, you know, versus a service dog to
Horse.
a 1,200-pound animal,
yeah.
you know, is it gonna be the same bonding effect that they have?
Right. Well, I know it is because
Or the
I
same
saw it
bond?
at
Well, you see it all the
I
time.
saw it at the horse show and the Quarter Horse Congress, and it was there wasn't a dry eye in the place, and
Really?
it was very emotional.
Now,
Yeah.
there's no one else doing this in the area.
Not to my knowledge, currently. So I might be wrong, but we're trying to open up and do this. So
Well, I think it's a great program. I think we just need to get kick-started with some of our veterans and, you know, get them
Get
involved in
involved,
it.
yeah, I
So,
agree.
We do need to do this open house. in the
right,
spring.
and
It's
yeah,
too
and if we
cold
can,
right now.
right? Oh, I agree. But we do have a heated facilities. But
Yeah.
but we can do it in the spring. We can be outside, and like I said, if they need their dogs with them, they can have their dogs. And that's the one thing with horses. Most horse people have dogs, so
Exactly.
it goes hand in hand.
You know, I've
so
seen,
that's a great thing.
I've been on trail with my horse, and I've seen other riders with their dogs just trailing right behind
yeah.
them,
That's
you know?
amazing. My
Yeah.
dogs couldn't do that.
No, my dog. I'm
dogs
not
are
sure.
good.
Would you do that? Look at me like I'm crazy.
We still got to get you a horse.
Yeah, we do. It's been a while. Yeah, been about a year now.
Really?
But so, what's the first process in getting this kick started?
Well, I think I would with our.
Is there an application they need to fill out? Do they need a letter from their doctor?
Oh no! I think if they call. I truthfully when I like to mainstream my riders. So if they give us a call, tell us they saw us or they are a veteran, we
Right.
can maybe meet together and then tailor a program for them.
Lori, I want to thank you for coming today and enlightening us with your program. I think it's going to be an
I hope we can work together.
And we
Thank you
definitely
for
will
having
work
me.
together. And again, this is K9 for Veterans. If you need to reach us, please give us a call at 773-854-1000. And keep in mind, we're always looking for volunteers. And don't forget our August 14th event. Go to our website and get all the details. And I want to thank you and everyone for tuning in tonight, and look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.
Thank you.